Right, let's see if this works. I think so. Right. So, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Noemi, and I started these video series to introduce you to HUMAC and also to give you a bit of a glimpse of what we do, how HUMAC works, and what this is all about, really. So, we have two products at the moment, which I'm going to show you a little bit later on. Um, I really just wanted to give you like an introduction and maybe to give you a glimpse of who I am and what I do. So HUMAC is a family business and it started in Hungary. And so I'm Hungarian originally. I used to live in a few places in the EU and I moved to the States for a little bit as well. And now I call Yorkshire, England, my home. And HUMAC has always been very, very popular in Hungary, and I decided it would be a good idea to bring it to the UK as well. So, what is HUMAC? This is a pet food supplement, which some of you might ask, why do we need supplements? Why is it so important? I'm feeding my pet something very healthy, very nutritious. What's the reason for HUMAC? The reason is that supplements sometimes act as something that you kind of like, let's say there's an animal that has a deficiency, mineral deficiency, vitamin deficiency, and supplements help bring this back to the body. So if there is an illness, there is, let's say, an allergy, it's usually because the body of the animal lacks something, and supplements usually able to bring this back to the body. Now, why do we need the supplement nowadays, and why did we not need it before? So the food nowadays is very different compared to how it used to be. It's full of toxins. Even though it's regulated, there's still a mass production, and they just boost the food to make it look bigger and more appealing. And even though we do our very best to buy organic and do our best to buy the healthiest food, even for our pets, it's sometimes quite hard to have a food that's perfectly fine and it's perfectly nutritious and full of vitamins. So when it comes to supplements, they're kind of giving the extra boost to be able to make the food healthier. Now, the special thing about HUMAC, though, is that it's not just simply something that a regular supplement that's good for the joint or good for one area. Since it works with the immune system, the immune balance, it works for overall health. So that's why it's wonderful. Now, what's the difference between supplements and medications? When it comes to supplements, they work on the overall health, but medications, they usually only work on one part of the body or one part of a section, an illness, one type of allergy, one type of disease. And usually the way they work, they work very quickly and fast, but they only treat symptoms and not really the main issue, the main deficiency that the body has. So when it comes to supplements, they might take longer to work, but I believe on a longer term, they're more effective. So I believe prevention is very important. And nowadays, a lot of people talk about prevention. And if you supply the nutrients, if you supply the vitamins that the body needs, then it's the real deal. You will have a healthy pet, and it will be less spending on vet bills, on less using antibiotics. It's I think it's just the way to go. It's a healthier way to go, and the lack of medication is always better for animals. So what is humic acid? This is basically the main component of HUMAC. And our packages, our material, has 65% humic acid. It's not a bad acid though. It's just like citric acid. It's an acid that you actually need. So what this is an ancient biomass, a plant-based biomass. Imagine millions of years ago, the plants, they got pushed together and basically created, throughout million years, they created this material that became humic acid, sorry. And humic acid is something completely natural, full of vitamins, full of minerals, basically all the nutrients that became preserved into this one material. Now, since it's so ancient and it's organic, it kind of works like it has a little bit of a brain. So let me tell you about this one. How does this product affect the body itself? So imagine a big molecule, a big ball. Like this big ball would have hands, right? So this is catching anything and binds anything that's heavier than itself. So heavy metals, toxins, it will just grab it and it will bind it into itself. It has like an urge to do so. So when it does that, in order to be able to do this, it releases the minerals and it releases nutrients to make space for the toxins. So why is it so good that it does that? Now, on a regular basis, our body, and animal body as well, it pushes the toxins to the surface. It pushes the toxins to the legs, the skin, and that's why you see maybe allergies, rashes, or even the dog would have a pain in certain areas, just because the body is trying to get rid of the toxin and push it as far as it can from the organs, because those are the most important body parts. That's what makes everything work. When it comes to humic acid though, this thing binds the toxins, so it relieves the excretive system to it relieves it from stress, and it allows the toxins to just flow through the body. So once humic acid gets into the body, it finds these toxins and it finds these heavy metals and get them washed out. And at the same time, it releases minerals and vitamins, trace elements, amino acids, everything that the body would need. So since it has this urge, it's a plant-based material. It's organic, and it comes with an urge to do this. It's very natural. It doesn't need anything like an agent that would make it utilizable. So what I mean is, like, let's say if you take vitamins, usually you don't take just the vitamin itself. It would have all these additives to make it more absorbable by the body. But when it comes to humic acid, you don't need that. This is just one material. Let me actually show you what this is. So this is how the packaging looks like. This is a small one. And then we have our bigger packaging as well. This is 100 grams and this is 500 grams, so half a kilo. So the way it looks like, it's a black powder. And I don't know if I can show you nicely over here, but it's a black powder that you sprinkle on food. It has no smell, no taste. So we never had problems with the pets not eating it. And it doesn't need an addictive. It doesn't need an extra toxic something that would make it more absorbable or utilizable by the body, which is amazing. And that's very rare nowadays when it comes to supplements. And it's just basically one element, one material. It's not like a combination of different things that makes it more healthy. And we added this vitamin and we added that. It's just really simple. And its simplicity makes it very, very effective. So if you can't really connect HUMAC with anything, just think about mud, think about soil. If you see an animal, like let's say you've probably seen it on TV, an animal wounded, and they start rolling around in mud. Well, mud has 25% humic acid in it. It's a healing agent. It's nature's natural healing agent. And for example, in hotels they also use different kind of muds for making the skin feel nicer, smoother, and it's all because of the main component, humic acid. Not everyone knows this. So this is just nature's natural product, which we find around us as well, but not in a concentration like this. And that's why it's so effective, and that's why it's brilliant, because it's all there in one product. And if you have a little bag like this, it lasts so long because you only have to add 100 grams, 1 gram to every 100 grams. So a little spoonful like this to every meal, and we provide the spoons as well in the packaging. And that's it really. You just sprinkle it on food. It's really, really easy. So to sum up everything, I just wanted to, the way I could sum up the whole thing is that this is a 65% humic acid content supplement, which once it reaches the body, it binds the toxins so that those get washed out of the body. And when, sorry, I'm a bit nervous. So it gets washed out of the body, and then it releases all the good nutrients at the same time as well. And then it binds the toxins from the food itself as well, and just relieves the body from a stress. And it doesn't have to work as hard of getting rid of toxins because humic acid does it itself. So I suggest you try it. And if you just tuned in, I actually have a game for you. So the first 5 people who share this video will get a bag, 100-gram bag of HUMAC. So make sure you can't speak. Make sure you share it, like it, and comment on it if you wish. And I'm definitely sending the first 5 people a bag of 100-gram HUMAC. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry about me being a bit nervous. It's all new to me, but next time I'm definitely going to be a bit more brave. So yeah, see you next time.